Yes, guys, Coach Sam here. Hope you're all doing well. Tomorrow is the new phase of our small group personal training. It was amazing to see so many members doing amazing last week with the testing. Obviously, last week with the testing, we did the 5-5-3-3-1-1 on our A series, and that's just a perfect opportunity to ramp up the nervous system and work up to a heavy single 1 RM. And it was great to test the overhead press, the bench press, the squat and the deadlift. And even though we haven't done a lot of deadlifting lately, you know, I think a lot of members actually improve the deadlift because the squat or the barbell back squat, because it works so many muscles in the lower body, the core, the lower back. It does transfer to you also improving the deadlift as well. So it was amazing to see so many members improve all their lower body exercises and upper body. And we know as well, if the big main compound movements are going up and you're getting stronger on those, you're probably also getting stronger on all the isolation-based exercises as well. So well done to everyone. We will be repeating the 5-5-3-3-1-1 again in after this 12-week cycle. So we're going to be starting another 12-week cycle, which is going to be broken up into 4 3-week phases. And I'll be explaining to you today the first of these 4-week phases. But for those of you that weren't here or weren't at SOS 12, 13 weeks ago, you know, we can use the testing that happened last week as your foundational testing. And then we can, you know, over the course of the next 18 months, we can always just keep assessing how well you're doing. And one thing I do want to say is when it comes to the 5-5-3-3-1-1, you have to remember that mass moves mass. So if your squat has gone from 85 kilos to 90 kilos and you're a little bit disappointed with that, but you've also lost 5 kilos of your own body weight, that is crazy, because if you was in a powerlifting contest, your Wilks score will be through the roof because you're lighter. Okay, so yeah, if your weight has gone up on the bar and you're weighing lighter, that's even better. That's absolutely fantastic. And you should also see a big improvement on things like chin-ups. If all your compound movements are going up and you're getting lighter, your chin-ups should be going through the roof. And yeah, should be seeing some insane progress there. So upper body 1 tomorrow. So Monday's upper body 1, Tuesday lower body 1, Wednesday we've got our conditioning day. Thursday is going to continue as an upper body day, so upper body 2, and then Friday is lower body 2, and then weekends, you know, you can catch up on any sessions you missed in the week. Saturday we tend to catch up on a Monday and Tuesday, and then on a Sunday we catch up on a Thursday and Friday. And lots of members use the weekend just to do their boot camps and yoga and just hit some steps. So this is your lower body 1 work. I'll just share my screen now so you can see it. So I hope you can all see this. If you can't see it, let me know. Any questions that come in along the way, let's have them. I'll put it as a big screen. There we go, so you can all see. So yeah, A1 tomorrow is bench press, but it's close grip, okay? And we've got 1 1/4 reps, okay? So you're going to do a full rep and then a 1/4 rep at the bottom. So the 1/4 rep at the bottom is going to add more where you're weaker, okay? So especially with a nice narrow grip, it's going to really work the long head of the triceps, all right? And you know, you should be able to utilize quite a lot of weight on a barbell close grip bench press. So it's going to really help with recruiting the tricep muscles, a bit of chest as well, because we're not going to be going like this narrow. It's going to be more of a bicromial grip. Those elbows should be rolling against the ribs on the way down. Okay, so 10 reps with a 1/4 rep at the bottom. It's going to be quite a lot of time and attention. And then we got chin-ups, wide grip, okay? 4 sets of 8 to 10 on the A series. So quite a nice, simple superset. How it will work is you'll be in pairs. One of you will do the bench press and the other one will spot. You'll swap over. The other person will bench press and then the other one will spot. And then one person will do the chins. The other person does the chins and then you rotate through. So it'll be literally like a you go, I go. And that tends to work really well when you have around 90 seconds of rest, especially when you have to change the weights slightly. So yeah, we'll be doing that tomorrow in the gym. Or if you are training and you're following this program remotely, just make sure when you do the bench press, you know, adjust your weights after you do that bench press, because otherwise, you know, you may as well maximize the 90-second rest, do something positive with it, get the weights ready, do your chins, take another 90 seconds, don't make it a circuit, okay? Because you're not going to get better chin-ups like that. All right, B series, we've got shoulder press. The shoulder press is with dumbbells and it's pronating, okay? So what that means is you're going to start neutral, and as you press up, you're going to pronate just to get that scapula moving a little bit more freely. a lot of people complain when they do a lot of bench press that their shoulders can get a little bit beat up. And what I found is with clients is the more you can get that scapula moving post bench press, the healthier and better your shoulders are going to feel during the rest of the workout and also the next few days. Then we're going to start using the machines again. So we've got our 45-degree lean away pull downs. Obviously in SOS, we've got 3 lat pull downs and the cable crossover or the dual action pulley. So you've got 5 stations where you can do your lean away pull downs, which is perfect for our small group training. You can share one of those stations between 2. And then in this routine, guys, we are doing post-exhaustion in the C series. So a really good method to facilitate and push a bit more hypertrophy. The last 2 phases we've done, the 8-7-6-5-4, and then the last week testing was very nervous system stimulating. Very heavy weights. We're training the nervous system a little bit more than the muscular system. So we're really pushing a bit of volume here in the pecs. Resisted press ups to 10, and then straight into flies for 3 sets with 90-second rest after each superset. So it's a superset for the same body part. So it's going to really hit those pecs nice and hard. And I'm a big fan of using the bands for press ups because it really does match the strength curve really well. Normally when we're locking out on a bench press or a dumbbell press, it's quite easy. But whenever we use bands, it makes that lockout really hard. So it's going to really work those triceps again. So this workout here, yeah, it's obviously all upper body, but there's a big focus on the triceps with the close grip bench press, 1 1/4 rep, the shoulder presses as well, and also these press ups with a band at the end, yeah. And then if that's not enough, we're going to finish off with tricep press downs, you go, I go, for 4 sets of 30 seconds each. So yeah, we're really looking at improving your tricep strength and a bit more muscle mass on the back of the arms if we can, for those of you that are eating the calorie surplus. If you're not eating the calorie surplus, then you're not going to be able to lay down much muscle tissue, but you should still get stronger and see some improvements in definition in the back of your arms on this phase. So that's the upper body 1. Anyone got any questions on that, then feel free to let me know. Okay. And then the next session we have is lower body 1. Okay, so with lower body 1, we've got barbell back squats, 4 sets of 8 to 10. All right, so nice and simple. We're backing off that intensity now. 4 sets of 8 to 10. The most important thing with this is that we hit full range of motion. So with the 4 sets of 8 to 10, don't start too heavy, like just chill out again now. 10 reps is 74% of your 1RM. Okay, so if you know you can do 100 kilos for 1, you should in theory be able to do 74 kilos for 10, but that would be a 10 rep max. So starting with our weight would be silly because there would be no way you could manage to keep a 10 RM for 4 consecutive sets because it's a maximal lift. If you're working maximally and you can do 74 kilos of 10 maximally, it's going to be very difficult to do 10, 10, 10, 10 without weight. So it's good to work out your, what your 10 RM is. It's 74% of what you did for the 1 RM, but try and get just short of that for your last set. Okay, we've got plenty of time to build into squats again after the last phase. So if I was you and I knew your 10 RM was 74 kilos, then what I would do, I'd start 65 for set 1, do 10 reps, 67.5, yeah, 70, and then 72.5. So even that 4th set is just a little bit below your calculated 10 rep max. All right, dumbbell split squats at the B series. I'm going to really look at these Nordic leg curls again. I think 4 or 5 of the members cramped up. Okay, actually cramped up when you did these. And a lot of you cramped up on the first rep, which is crazy. So it goes to show that these are a great exercise for getting a good mind-muscle connection. The superset then for the same body part is hack squats and backwards drop lunges. Now these hack squats I put in the most advanced version. So I know a lot of you haven't got the slant boards. So with this version here, you can see that there's no heel elevation. You're going to go down, all right, and then up, okay? As you can see, as you go down, your heels will come off the floor. Your back stays nice and upright. You're going to get a really good calf workout here as well, as you need to stabilize your body on the forefoot. All right, so it's going to really help strengthen the feet, the ankles, the calves, as well as give you a good quad burn. If you're not strong enough to do that at the moment and it's a bit too much coordination, you can elevate your heels and do the same thing with the barbell behind the back. Or, if we want to put you on a bit more of a stable position, we can use a squat-based machine. It could be the hack squat machine, or it could be the pendulum squat machine. The coaches will decide what is best for you. And obviously we can share that kit as well with the pandemic now over. Okay, backwards drop lunges as the next exercise. You can go straight from that hack squat into these. So those legs and those quads are going to have a really good burn. And this is a tough exercise because you're going to do 10 each leg, which is 20 reps in total. I'm going to really load you up with a heavy dumbbell as well. And you really, because you're on incline, your foot's elevated, it's like you're getting even deeper into the contraction. Just make sure that knee hits the floor. So you're getting really low and you're going to be working those glutes, hamstrings, and quads even more so than a normal reverse lunge. And then we're going to work the hip flexors to finish off with 2 minutes of max reps with the hip flexor raises. A lot of you struggle with these. It's a great exercise as well, especially for the lower abdominals. So that's lower body 1 and upper body 1 done. Okay, let's look at upper body 2. So we're going to be going overhead press again with a different variation. In this phase, we're going to be trying to work on your incline press as the main lift. So that's going to be going into your intensification phases. And we're going to reverse the exercise we worked on because the last 12-week cycles worked on bench press and overhead press. This one's going to be more incline press and dip. But they're going to go into the heavier phases. So we've got shoulder presses here. But with this version, we're going to go seated. All right, the last phase was a lot of overhead press standing. So this is going to be seated and supported, okay? So that basically means you're going to be sat down. All right, you've got to brace the abdominal wall and press up. And as you can see with this exercise, the bench is flat, so there's no back support. So the abdominal wall has to work a lot harder. You have to brace a lot harder. And you also have to have better shoulder mobility because you can slightly lean back standing up and you can position your feet in a way where you can do it. But if you lean back on this variation, it's going to be a lot harder. So this might highlight some mobility issues, and it's definitely worth making sure that you are spending time improving that mobility, especially the flexibility in your lats to be able to get into a good overhead position to do this. If you can't, we can always put that bench up on a slight incline, lean back a little bit, and that will help you have a better overhead press, but it will work more chest and a bit less shoulders. Okay, then we got chin-ups again, 4 sets of 8 to 10. 1 time a week, we're going to be doing neutral and wide. This time is going to be close and supinated, and we're also adding a quarter rep at the top. Okay, so we're going to be pulling up and then doing a quarter rep at the top. All right, so this is going to be great. Again, we're going to be trying to push a bit more time and attention, trying to work those biceps a little bit more. Just a little rep at the top. Okay, you're going to straighten those arms all the way up. Yeah. All right, and you're going to be doing that with a 4-second eccentric as well on the way down. So lots of time and attention just to push a little bit more hypertrophy. So on the A series, not the body, if you like, we've got a quarter rep on a push and a quarter rep on one of the pulls as well. So we are balancing things out nicely. The B series, we've got dumbbell press neutral. We're going to do it on a stability ball. Obviously, a stability ball makes the exercise a little bit more unstable, which is going to require you to use a bit more core stability. It's also going to mean that you have to keep your hips nice and high. All right, so you're going to be working those glutes a lot more. All right, and you're going to be getting a bit more of a lot more core activation on here than you will on a bench. So maybe a little bit less of a chest stimulus, more of a total body stimulus doing it on the stability ball. With a photo shoot coming up, a lot of you want to lose more abdominal fat. That's a great way of just getting more muscles involved. And then the B series then is just basic seated rows, close grip neutral, using the seated row machines. Okay, and then the C series, we've got a superset for back. We're going to do a chin up, okay, or some form of isometric contraction. If you're struggling with chin ups, we're going to be doing them twice in this workout. A little bit of a double method. All right, you're just going to hold at the top of the chin up on the rings if you can use the rings. If not, you can use a TRX and do a modified version. Just hold yourself on the TRX. Just make sure it is more of a chin up position rather than a row. So you want to get a bit more under the rings or the TRX. You can also do it with a band. Just sit on the floor, pull a band into your chest, and we're going to be trying to hold for 25 seconds. And then from there, we're going to go straight into lean away pull downs to really fire up the rhomboids and the mid back. We're going to finish the workout with 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off in your partners with EZ bar or barbell bicep curls. Okay, so 30 seconds back and forth, all right, for 4 sets. Okay, so we're going to really be pushing some volume on the biceps in upper body too. So yeah, this phase is a lot of direct arm work with triceps and biceps, and we're really pushing the volume on those muscles. Okay, we've been doing a lot of shoulders lately, and we are doing still doing quite a fair bit of overhead pressing in this workout. So we're in this phase. The second workout of the week for legs, we've got front squats, 4 sets of 6. Okay, so your front squat should be 85% of your back squats if you are structurally balanced. If you are struggling with the front squats, you can do the cyclist squats with the bar in front again. Just giving you that extra heel elevation does make it easier to keep that front rack. Or we can go with the safety bar if you're really struggling with that position. The B series, you've got rack deadlifts, 4 sets of 10. All right, really big exercise again for the hamstring, glutes, and lower back. You should be able to lift quite a lot of weight with this. A lot more weight with the rack deadlift than you can with the normal deadlift because you're not lifting from the floor. Okay, then the superset, we got glute ham raises or Nordics with the leg curls. We're going to really try and add some strength and some volume to the hamstrings. Okay, and then the C series, or the D series rather, at the end of the workout, we have jackknives on the stability ball. Just one of you can work, one of you can rest, just to really fire up that core and really work those lower abs. So yeah, there's quite a bit of core stability in this program with the leg curls, with the stability ball, the jackknives, and the dumbbell chest press on the stability ball as well. So yeah, 3 exercises on the stability ball just to improve your body's ability to keep yourself stable on the ball, which is an unstable surface. Okay, and then that's basically it. The modified strongman workout is going to be a little bit different this time around. Rather than cycling through as a circuit, we're going to be doing yoke carries. So you're going to be in pairs, one of you on the yoke, one of you resting. One of you does 30 seconds, the other one rests, and you swap. You're going to do that 4 times each. Then you're going to move on to the tire flips. One of you is going to flip for 30 seconds. One of you is going to rest. Then you switch, 4 sets again. Assault bike, 30 on, 30 off. Yeah, one of you work, one of you rest. Then we got bunny hops, 30 on, 30 off, 4 sets each. So yeah, that's going to be 4 minutes, 4 minutes, 4 minutes, 4 minutes. Okay, and you have a little bit longer in between after finishing each one for a transition. Okay, and then we'll do that 2 times through. So yeah, we can really load up the yoke now because we can pair you up with people that are similar strength to you. All right, and we can adjust the weights for the second round if required. Okay, we want to use the yoke now and the tires because they are proper modified strongman based exercises. So they're going to be going into this program. And you might notice I put the elephant walks in as well. They'll be carrying on all lower body days and the strongman day. A lot of our members have got super tight hamstrings, really locked up gastrocs and calves. And that's why a lot of you are getting hip pain, knee pain, back pain, just because your posterior chain is so locked up. So we'll be trying to loosen up those muscles, you know, over the next 12 weeks with the elephant walks, and hopefully seeing progressions with them, as well as integrating some other stretches at the end of the small group training, especially in the second and third week when, you know, we all know what we're doing. And yeah, the first week's always a little bit slower in terms of getting things organized. But by week 2 and 3, we're always flying. You've got yoga workouts on here as well. If you can't get to the gym and you miss a workout, the conditioning is on here. And as always, get in nice and early, go upstairs or go into the boot camp zone and make sure you start warming up yourself. Don't rely on the coach to warm you up. If you can get warm yourself, it's going to put you in a better position for a fantastic workout. Okay, the next 12 weeks we'll run as so, 4 sets of 8 to 10 for 3 weeks. We're going to do isometric to exhaustion in the next phase, which is going to be a really fun phase and pretty brutal. 5 sets of 7 to 9 is the next phase, and then we got 5, 3, 5, 3, 5. Okay, that's how the A series will run. The isometric to exhaustion will probably be in the B or C series, and on the 5 sets of 7 to 9, we've got heavy light in the C series as well. So that's going to be a really hard workout. All right, this is quite a brutal phase, and we are going to be doing our best in this phase to peak the deadlift and the incline press. So yeah, we didn't deadlift much in the last phase, and our deadlifts went through the roof. I know Lana's went from 77.5 to 100. All right, and she hardly deadlift, which is phenomenal. So the goal now is to get you all deadlifting more. And if you want to see great results from this phase, what I'd advise is you to do the 4 sessions per week. Okay, follow the 4 semi-private sessions a week. Don't worry about doing too much else. Just stick to those 4 sessions, and you should get you know, really strong and really good results. Okay, you got to remember, the stronger you get, the more rest you need. Okay, because the sessions, as you get stronger, you can recruit more muscle fibers and more motor units. Okay, as you get more advanced, you can recruit more muscle fibers and motor units. So that has a bigger effect then on your recovery reserves. Okay, if you're weak and you can only lift like the 7K bar, and you do as many as you can, and you do 8, you know, 7 kilos times 8 is 56 kilos. Whereas if you can lift 100 kilos for 8, that's 800 kilos. All right, and you've done the same amount of work as someone that isn't very strong. He's obviously going to have a much bigger recovery debt lifting 800 kilos in one set than 56 kilos. Okay, but not a lot of people realize that. They think the fitter they get, or the stronger they get, the more often they should be able to train, but it isn't true, okay? So don't train unless you can gain. Prioritize the semi-private sessions. All right? Okay, guys, hope that makes sense. If anyone does have any questions, just let me know. And just comment below in this video, and I'll do my best to jump on later this evening or tomorrow and get them answered for you. Guys, have a great evening. Let's have another fantastic 12 weeks of training. Speak to you all soon.